It's a place that brings all people from all walks of life together for everyone to come and enjoy the sport.
All alone, Annalise Maley in the corner. Big hit.
Everyone deserves to feel safe, seen and included.
Everyone is welcome and everyone should feel safe when at a basketball game. So what better way than to have a pride round?
The WNBL Saturday doubleheader continues with another top 4 showdown. Welcome to the Townsville Entertainment Centre as the players arrive courtside, checking in thanks to Minor Hotels. Southside, they might be in the box seat currently for 4th, but with tonight's match against the first place Fire and Tuesday's game against the 3rd place Perth Lynx, it just feels like they need a scalp. Could tonight be the night? Let's find out. Liam Ellison here with you in commentary, and alongside me tonight is WNBL Life member Larissa Anderson and WNBL Championship winning coach Laurie Chiswick. Welcome to you both.
Hi Liam, great to be here. Top 4 clash, how exciting when placings are still on the line. This is a massive game for the Flyers, and going by the round 11 clash with only a 6-point win to the Fire, it should be another great game, Loz.
Well, not only a great game, but so many intriguing matchups out there. None more so than Abby Ellis and Maddie Rocci, 2 emerging Opal point guards that are going to really go at it head-to-head tonight.
That is Pride Round in the WNBL, and we spoke earlier on with one of the ambassadors this week, McKenna Marissa.
McKenna, you find yourself in Townsville playing the ladder leaders. You had a tough loss against Bendigo where you guys really did put a lot of points on the board. What's the strategy tonight against this Townsville Fire team?
Yeah, I think just stay together. I think defensively we struggled a little bit last game, so just making sure we're on top of things defensively tonight. And like I said, playing together for 40 minutes.
And down the stretch, the end of this season, you're in a situation where you must win a lot of these games. How's the team coming together in preparation for that?
Yeah, I think just pushing each other in practice. We're playing a lot of games, but when we do have practice, just making sure that we're going 100%, making adjustments, talking to each other, and yeah, kind of just watching a lot of film, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
And this round is a special round in it being Pride Round. What does that mean to you? What does it mean to your teammates and all of your friends that play basketball as well?
Yeah, I think it's just really important, that everyone feels comfortable in this space, in the WNBL, to be themselves, and to know that everyone's welcome as well. It's super important.
Awesome. Well, best of luck tonight and good luck.
Thank you so much.
She is so important coming off the bench, Marissa, especially with Locke out in today's game. But another person that's so important is Kayla George, the most experienced player on this team. She's averaging 9 double-doubles. She plays the most minutes of her team, but it's her leadership she needs to bring. I think she needs to come with a real assertive mindset so that she's not only a facilitator, she is a scorer and can continue on the boards.
And they might have the size tonight, Southside. It means it's a big job for Chantel Horvat.
Chantel, you guys find yourself on top of the ladder again. You had a great trip west. How are you feeling and how's your body feeling?
Yeah, really good. The body's feeling good. We've had some days to recover and we're excited to be playing at home again. We've missed playing in this stadium with our fans.
And obviously Coxie went down with an injury a few weeks ago. You've had to play a few more minutes after coming off your injury. Do you like that role that you're playing now?
Yeah, I do like the role. Obviously my heart breaks for Coxie and I know what it's like to be sidelined. It's not fun at all, and I play minutes for her as well, and we always talk about doing things for her too, so it's important having her here at the game today, cheering us on and playing for her today.
And Pride Round, this round obviously, it's a great initiative by the WNBL. How do you feel wearing the uniform with the colours on it, representing Pride Round and showing the rest of the country that, everyone is welcome?
Yeah, it's an incredible round to be a part of. The WNBL champions diversity and our sport does as well. And we want basketball and the WNBL to be a place where everyone that plays in this league, works in this league, spectates this league, feels safe, included and encouraged to be their authentic self.
Awesome. Well, all the best tonight, Chantel, and good luck.
Thank you so much.
So great to hear from Chantal Horvat there. As she touched on, with Lauren Cox out for the season, I think her role is vital. She gives them something different in that big position. She's versatile, she's athletic, she allows them to switch a lot more, whereas with Lauren Cox, they probably couldn't do that as much. So Townsville are amazing with five players averaging double figures, and Chantal and another almost 7 players. So I think her role is going to be absolutely invaluable for Townsville coming into finals.
They really do it by committee, the Townsville Fire. Let's welcome in the 4th member of our team here this evening at the Townsville Entertainment Centre. Kate Gaze, welcome.
Hello guys, great to be with you tonight. There is about 3,200 people here that I've been told tonight, and it is very loud once again. The Townsville fans love their basketball and they love that the Fire are back on top of the ladder. I'm also really excited. This game means something to the Southside Melbourne Flyers. They're a must-win situation for the rest of this season, and the Fire don't want to lose that top spot. So I think we're in for a great game tonight, and I can't see how this one ends. Can't wait to see how this one ends.
Thanks, Kate. It is so loud in here. The fans really bring it every time out in Townsville. Pride round in the WNBL. It's the inaugural league-wide Pride rounds. Clubs around the competition have celebrated the cause individually over the years. This is the first time in WNBL26 every club has come together for one round from Jan 20 all the way through to Feb 1st. Here we go, Saturday Night Hoops. And the Flyers immediately away with Rochi to the iron. Could that be a sign of what their intent looks like tonight, Larissa?
Yeah, that was an aggressive start. Unfortunately, didn't drop for Rochi, but I loved how aggressive she was to the basket.
The sides of that Pride round trim on the jerseys looks fantastic. Here's Woods probing inside and hangs. Can't finish on Peters. Last time out, Laurie Chiswick, Southside Melbourne managed 60 points in the paint against Townsville. It was a loss, albeit, but is that a sign of things to come?
Well, I think that would absolutely be a strategy that they would be looking for. I think they've got some good size out there with Nia Locke out of the starting lineup. She's out because of an injured or a foot soreness for perhaps a couple of games. So when Tara Reid comes in, that's just that extra bit of size, and so they will look to go inside. But the other thing about that game is they outscored Townsville in round 13 in the second half by 6 points. So they will carry, hopefully, that momentum with them into this game and be confident in the way they play.
They did beat them as well back at the State Basketball Centre all the way back on October 31st. They have form against Townsville and they match up okay, Larissa.
They match up really well as we see a great first shot going down for Izzy Bourne there. That'll feel good from the 3. But yeah, they do match up really well. So, and as we mentioned, they only just had a clash again back in round 11 and it was a close one. So
Woods looking to combine with Froling. First field goal for the Flyers, and now Froling will go to the line for 2.
Well, we talked about the Abby Ellis, Maddie Rochi matchup, but here's another one in Kayla George and Froling. They will no doubt be going at it all game, physical, trying to dominate on the boards and inside.
Froling and Fowler had a massive job on Tuesday night against the Perth Lynx, and they were quite effective at keeping Han Shu out of the painted area.
They did a great job. What a great win against Perth in Perth.
Well, the thing I liked about that game, and we'll see if they bring it for this game, is they had 19 offensive rebounds. So they were certainly, that was a memo to crash the boards.
Here's Bourne stepping out for 3. Reid couldn't keep it past Milasowa. Now the Fire can run. Woods, a fan favourite here at the Townsville Entertainment Centre.
Great pass.
2 hometown players combined, Froling inside.
There's just players everywhere for Townsville. As we mentioned, 5 of them average double figures, but almost 7, which is quite unbelievable. Hard to guard.
Extremely. Well cut off. Froling highly active.
Really good read by Froling on that curl cut. She's read her scout notes.
Ellis rejects the screen. Great vision. Woods trying to find the right look. Single numbers, foul call came. And it goes against Rochi. Townsville ball movement on the Amy replay. That is something you see every single time a Shannon Seebohm side takes the floor.
Let's put those hands, fans. Let's go.
Woods attacking George off the dribble. Walls up, great D. Peters will find some assistance in Rochi. It's a 4th straight season in the finals for the Fire. It's just fantastic sustained excellence, isn't it?
You know, they're a strong club, recruit hard, a fairly new look for them this year. So they started off a little bit up and down, but definitely finding their feet now at the right time of the season.
So able to blow by Farrar Reid.
So the problem with that, well, I mean, it was a beautiful drive, but defensively, all Southside players were hugging their players. They were staying too close. There was no help side defense.
So looking to run and gun. She does this so well.
Both teams seem to have a real focus of getting the ball inside, either through pass or dribble penetration.
Back with Rochi, Bourne posting up on Fowler, draws a double. Reid was open momentarily as George, just wayward. Fire lead the season series 2-1 and a great steal from George. Rochi down the floor, caught in 2 minds, Fire basketball.
Some great defense from both teams at the moment. Clearly both teams have read their scout, and as we've mentioned, they do match up well. So great start so far if you're a defensive fan.
4 down in the first quarter. Here's Woods looking to combine with Froling. Still advancing that slow-mo style, Courtney Woods.
It really is slow and steady, isn't it?
Well, it's like her and Izzy Borlace are very similar when they go to the basket, and they just can slow their body movement down. But we see a great steal here by Ellis, who will take it all the way and finish. But Courtney Woods, Izzy Borlace, they have the control over the body, they have the strength, and they're just so good at finishing.
Back with Rochi.
Look at the energy here from Ellis. We talk about great matchups. There's another one you mentioned at the start in Rochi and Ellis. We've been treated to lots of point guard matchups today.
We sure have. Some of the best young Australian talent right in that Opals frame. Rolling elbow catch, kick out, Fowler, great look. Rochi sees orange jerseys ahead, not going to matter, she'll go herself. Now Woods can slingshot forward. So around George, all clean, says the referee. Up and back at the moment.
It is a frenetic pace. Very similar to game 1 today, just lots of running.
For very little reward at this stage.
Rochi feeding Bourne back, that is great offense.
Really nice play, good 2-man game there.
Well, it's simple offense. It's like a give and go that you would teach in under 12s, but it was just the speed at which it was executed.
Woods now can turn this into a half-court game where Townsville excel, and Mila Sowa is on point from 3 once more.
Such a quick release. We've mentioned it before, but it is very hard to get to.
Well, she shoots 41% from the three-point line and takes almost 8 threes a game, so we'll keep track of that.
Now up to 3rd in the WNBL in scoring, Mila Sowa. Woods did well. Tap it to the advantage of Froling. Starter step and Ellis, immediate attack, not quite off the window. She'll have to earn him.
Well, you can see Ellis is hungry today. She's come out really aggressive and determined to, you can see there, just tucks it under her arm, grits her teeth.
WNBL Pride Round, it's a powerful celebration of inclusion, identity and belonging. Everybody belongs in the WNBL, running from January 20 to February 1. Hear the incredible stories from our players around the competition of what the round means to them. Scan the QR code on screen now. Ellis connecting on a second free throw. Here's Reid down the floor. It's the starting gong today with Nia Lockout. for a couple of games. Snatches the rebound down. George makes her move reverse. Froling controls. All about the early entrant. Injury replacement halfway through the campaign, Chantel Horvat. Unsurprisingly, has been a key figure. Star Junior inside of Froling.
It's just such beautiful ball movement, isn't it, Loz? Everyone touches it. They just keep going till they get the best look.
And they know exactly where each other are. That pass to Abiella, so I didn't even think she looked where she threw it, but she knew a player would be there. Her teammate would be there to catch it. Really great ball movement.
Timeout, 7 down. Alicia Froling's got 6. It's been the Fire so far who found their way in the paint.
Well, they're just being so aggressive, but it's coming off some really good defence too. So it's one and done for the Flyers, although they did get a couple of offensive rebounds on that last possession. And the Flyers are just, the Fire are just running. And as we just mentioned, great ball movement, high quality shots.
Southside offense has been clicking the last 5 or 6 games. Here's Christy Harrower. Here's why.
Yeah, I mean, look, we can go inside out. I think last time we played them, we had 60 points in the paint, you know, which is huge. And so it's a matter of just being disciplined in what we do offensively and being patient and share the basketball. And if we can do that, we look really, really good. If we don't, we're not very good at all.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Well,
when you do what you do well, you look great. And when you don't, you question and say, well...
I love Christy Harrow's honesty in what she brings. And, you know, she was disappointed with their loss against Bendigo. And she said they just didn't stick to the game plan. And as a coach, that's really difficult. If you have a game plan in place and the players don't stick to it, you can't assess it then. You can't decide whether it was a good game plan, whether it would have worked if we had stuck to it. So she was pretty frustrated after that game.
Oh, Kate Gay's had an ear into Christy Harrower's huddle. Kate, what did you catch?
Yeah, Chrissy was pretty adamant to her girls to calm down a little bit, slow the pace down, stop playing at the tempo that the Fire want to play at.
They've been pushing it as well. Thanks, Kate. Inside, Bourne. A seal and another trip to the charity stripe.
Izzy Bourne's doing a good job of presenting inside and holding that seal. The players have to just maybe get it to her a little bit earlier, but really good pass here from Kayla George, who we know is a great facilitator.
Provided all of the Flyers 8 points so far, Bourne. This will favour George, though, if she gets there. Olsen able to scoop it up. Ellis thought about the early trigger. Ken and Marissa off the pine as well. Olsen not quite with the juice. George first hands to it. Rochi straight down the boulevard.
Better finish there. A couple of good possessions from the Flyers out of the timeout.
Plenty of ladder ramifications in this one. Townsville currently in top spot. Just got to keep winning to secure it, but Bendigo and Perth hot on their heels.
It's an exciting finish, exactly what you want going into finals. There's only a very few games left.
I think it's going to come down to, well, great shot there. I think it's going to, by Abiela's, come down to that last round. A couple of games in there to determine who makes the top 4 and the order of the top 4.
Marissa, great D from Horvat. Bourne staying with the play. Double figures early days. We've got a Caps Flyers game coming up in early February. That's going to be great.
Well, there's a lot of really good games coming up that will have some sort of impact on the final.
Caps still well in that hunt for 4th spot. 20 plays 12 here, 1.5 remaining in the first quarter. 3,000 plus in the house tonight at the Townsville Entertainment Centre.
And we've all been there. It really does become their 6th man. It's a great, loyal, loud crowd, great atmosphere. It's fun.
Here's Woods. It'll be fun shooting free throws, though, I suspect, Larissa, with those cowbells. We always give them a shout out.
Well, the old venue that we used to play at was even, like, the crowd was even closer, so you'd have them right behind you, and there was always a table of hecklers right behind the visiting bench, which was always fun, and a big shout out to them.
Get a bit of
banter.
feedback, I'd imagine.
Yeah, lots of feedback, lots of banter. Exactly how you want it.
4 to work with. Soa slips through. Great footwork.
She's really worked on that part of her game, hasn't she, Loz? We all know that she's a stunning three-point shooter, but she's really putting the ball on the floor aggressively.
Rocci retrieves the handoff. Bourne. Inside with George. Big task here for Horvat. That is a class move from a class player.
Very patient move.
Yeah, it's good that she stuck with it and didn't just sort of then go to pass it, because she does have the advantage on Horvat.
Need a massive night from Kayla George, Southside, if they are to come away with a victory. Rocci will earn her way to the strike.
And that's what Southside need to do on a good rebound like that. A good stop is to really push the ball, advance it, put Townsville under some real solid defensive pressure straight away and see how they go. And in this instance, Maddie Rocci's found herself at the foul line.
Rocci good on them first. Having a fantastic season, Maddie Rocci. 16.5 points per game. Second in the WNBL in assists with 6 dimes. Woods retrieves it. One of those MVP contenders around the competition. All that dumped inside. Fowler. Tough catch to retrieve it. Too long on the keyway.
Don't see that call made very often, but...
Look perplexed. To Fowler.
I've seen longer, but it was 3 seconds.
Trying to get it to George. Olsen a hand in. Great hustle. Trying to rip it back out. Jump ball.
Really good active hands by Olsen, just to be able to get her fingertips to it and force the turnover or the jump ball situation and the arrow.
Really aggressive on the pick and roll D there by the Fire. Good change up.
Harrow will be with the Fire. With a square 5 seconds to work with. Flyers running the gauntlet their last 3. Bendigo earlier in the week. Now Townsville and then Perth. Half-court heave. Lucy Olsen! Nylon right on the buzzer. And this place is up and about in Townsville. 25-16. Long-range treble for Lucy Olsen. We got a ball game here for Saturday Night Hoops. Townsville fire 25-16 off the back of this buzzer-beating 3-ball from Lucy Olsen to end the first quarter, and they're up and about here at the Townsville Entertainment Centre. Larissa Anderson, Laurie Chiswick alongside me in commentary. How good was that?
So good. Way to bring your bench, your team, your crowd all into it. Great way to finish the first quarter.
She looked so casual when she shot that too.
I was just surprised by how open she was when that was the only option she had.
Got it within her range, it seems. Lucy Olsen, magnificent, 9-point advantage. Here's Marissa in the corner. And Kate Gaze is courtside and was listening in to the Townsville huddle.
Yes, Shannon really talked to the girls about making good decisions and taking the right shots. He said every time they've taken a bad shot, the Southside Melbourne Flyers have come down and scored. So he really emphasised that.
Thanks, Kate. Able to get it done there. Back with Rochi. Turns the corner around the screen. Now looks to stop Peters in her tracks and gets it done with a jump hook.
Really lovely finish there. I mean, we've said from the start that Flyers obviously have a focus to go inside, and that was a really nice, strong move.
Moving the screen against Fowler. Hayley Andrews really solidly. Number 2 on Fowler.
Yeah, that hurts. You can just see it's Soa just went that little bit soon before the screen was set. That always gets called.
Rochi, help provided from Peters. Andrews has Soa in front. Last touch, Horvat. Flyers will get another chance. Rochi assessing with 11 seconds to work with. Tried to find Rochi with a handoff, and Woods just snaps it away. Down the floor is Soa, quick trigger. Now they have another look. Woods lost Marissa. Got them in rotation. Great ball movement. Chantel Horvat, you bet.
Giving that a little clap.
Well, that was so smart from Soa to get the ball, and the defense shifted to her, and then she kicked it right back to the corner for Horvat.
Getting those good shots now. Caught the bump from Olsen. Rochi with 2. Here's another look on the Amy replay, just whipping through hands, one after the other.
Yeah, you can see Hayley Andrews going there, miscommunication, and then smart play by Soa.
Just a short break for Bourne, who had 10 in the first quarter.
And I think that's the thing we've talked about Townsville for a number of years, and the fact that they retained some players for this year is that they just have, they know each other so well. They know where they're going to be. They know where they should be on any sort of dribble penetration, who's got what each player's strengths are.
Absolutely, so well drilled. Smart players across the board. Froling dumped it forward. Knocked out from Bourne. Flyers see it off. And the whistle against the home side.
But it's one thing to have those calibre of players. It's another one to get them all to buy in, because at the end of the day, these players, a lot of them could go to another team and maybe play more minutes, maybe be the go-to a little bit more. But when you get them all on the one team and buying in, I mean, you've got to give a lot of credit.
There's so much buying. You look at Olsen, for example, coming off the pine. Larissa, I mean, a player who was ranked 3rd in the USA in college for scoring in her junior season, just buying into that role.
Absolutely, and that's what I mean. That's about your culture, but it's a team game, and you want to win. And to win, if you have almost 7 players averaging double figures, how do you guard that? Because they're all buying in and they're all happy to share the ball and go to the person that's on fire at the time.
Ella's kicked out. Soa right on the free throw line. Rochi thrown ahead. Bourne against the treble. Now Peters is on the block. Draws a double. That's great recognition. And Andrews makes no mistake.
Well, we're talking about team basketball, and if you look at the assists column, Southside 21 assists per game.
Flyers right back in at 30-25. A 7-0 run for the Flyers to get themselves back into it, Laurie.
And that's what they needed to do. They just need to steady it. You know, they're a quality team. They can put points on the board as well. They didn't panic when Townsville got out to that 11 points. And so, you know, good timeout by Shannon Seabaugh. He needs to settle his Chargers now and talk about some defensive schemes. But really good fight back by Southside.
Still led by Bourne with 10 points. Rochi has 6. Fire already have a nice spread of scorers. Ellis leads the way with 7. Very even rebounding count. Here are timeouts remaining for both coaches here in the first half. That's a 7-0 run for the Flyers into that timeout to get it back to a 2-possession ball game. Some great offense on the flip side for Southside Melbourne, keeping pace with Townsville at the moment, Larissa.
Yeah, a great little patch there by the Flyers, and just like that, it's back to 5 points. So as Loz said, they kept their cool, a couple of really great high-quality possessions there, and let's see what they get done defensively here.
So tough to beat on their home court, the Fire.
We've come out in a bit of a matchup zone here, a 2-3.
Well, that creates space for Soa. All that opted against the 3, now 5 seconds. Pulling through on George. Well, they get the result that time. George initiating offense. Once again, Andrews on the end of this rotation won't get the roll.
It was the right shot. She had just shot a 3. Really good ball movement. It just popped through the hands.
Just what they wanted. Now call it off the ball against the Flyers. It's on Andrews.
You can just see here a little bit of chit-chat going on between the players. It's what we love to see as spectators. They're letting a little bit go, but the players are getting a little bit agitated with each other here.
You don't think that was just friendly chatter, Larissa?
Nope.
Woods exploring, backed out with Horvat. Dumped off, down low, Froling. Bourne thought she got all ball. Won't matter, 2 to come. Here's a better look at it.
If you could, you would possibly challenge that.
Kate Gaze was listening in to Shannon Seabaugh. Kate, what did you find out?
Yeah, the last time out, it was really just a timeout to steady the ship a little bit, make the girls refocused offensively on what they wanted to look at, and really just calm them down with that little run that Southside just went on.
2 on that trip. And the Flyers add to that run. Here's Rochi. Woods on an island with George. Couldn't get it there. It's Andrews once again. Quick closeout from Ellis, but Andrews off the window and in.
She has been really good, playing solid minutes in the last few games, coming in off the bench, being really productive.
12-point Townsville lead has been extinguished to 3.
And really aggressive defensively too. She always gets up and in, provides that energy like we just saw there on that last play. Good hands, good feet.
Great intensity from Hayley Andrews. It's been a fruitful move for her coming across to Southside Melbourne. Backup guard spot. She's got great minutes this season. Soa, danger signs for Southside Melbourne. Simply too much space.
Well, again, it's just really good receiver spot principles. Dual penetration, Soa comes in behind. Your player gets stuck. She knows that there's going to be somebody there if she needs them. A bailout pass, and there's a wide open 3.
Well, that recipient as well, going at 41%. Soa this season. Southside immediately attacking forward. Andrews, great finish.
Having a great quarter, Andrews.
Enjoying life out there for the Flyers. Andrews up to 7 now. And off with Soa. Great pocket pass, and Horvat has the size. Not the finish that time. Andrews again playing with a head of steam downhill. Lost the handle on that occasion. Don't like to see a youngster playing with such confidence, though.
Absolutely, and as Loz mentioned, her confidence is building, as is her role. She's come in and really lifted them today, which is great to see.
4 remaining here in the first half. 2-possession ball game. Maddie Potch, first minutes for the Flyers. Soa handed it back, rolling inside. Once again, ball movement. Can't find the bottom of the net that time. That is going to work if Townsville keep getting looks like that.
Kate Gaze, I'm just wondering if you can have a look at the coaches in the next 4 minutes. See if they ever sit down, or are they the ones that pace the sidelines? I'd be curious to know at halftime.
Rochi.
Getting their steps up, Loz.
Down to Kate at the moment. Maddie Potch connects from 3.
She's been great coming in off the bench again, Maddie Potch. Hasn't played a whole lot of minutes across the season. They've picked up recently, and she's done a good job.
In fact, let's get down to Kate Gaze now on the floor.
Yeah, guys, Hayley Andrews, she's been great this game so far. She just asked for a sub. She's obviously working so hard out there, and she's playing so well. She actually is a Townsville junior, so she's absolutely loving being back up here in the north.
Well, there you go. Thanks, Kate. Looks like she's having a ball of fun out there. Been fantastic so far. Peters not quite up the glass. Rochi inside. Great deep fouler. Now they can run the fire. They've done this at length so far this ball game. Townsville thought it was last touched off Potch.
Well, I'm yet to see a player admit that it came off them, but that's a close call.
As basketball. Oh, now the high-low with Peters inside. They get it there. Woods again having to defend the post. Does well. Potch. One from that spot. Horvat came across, just walling up defensively. Ellis walking into a 3-ball. Downtown, Abby.
That's exactly what Townsville want to do. They had a good stop. They were persistent on the defensive end, and then came up with that good transition basket from Abby Ellis.
Potch kicked out. Now Bourne. She had to her account from 3. Nice touch to Reed.
It's fun to watch, even though players are getting frustrated. It is fun to watch. This is a really, really fun game. It's up and back, it's physical. There's matchups, as you've mentioned, Loz, all over the floor, and it's not letting us down. There's a lot going on out there. Even here between Woods and Peters.
Flyers lead in the quarter, and Hayley Peters denies Woods. Stayed with the play the whole way. Looked over to Potch. Great vision. Finding Peters.
Great job there by Maddie Potch. Good poise. Great pass, great finish.
Found the right option, and they are back within 4 here, the Flyers. 18-13 second quarter scoring, favouring the visitors.
Well, it's interesting when you cast your eyes over the scores. There's been nobody that's sort of, dominated and has 15, 20 points in the half. There's been a wide spread of scores, a lot of contributors on both teams.
Shannon Seaborn was asked pre-game about the keys to their offensive display tonight.
Yeah, look, we need to do a better job with that. They did a little bit in the fourth quarter against us last time when we played them there, and you know, bogged us down a little bit. So hopefully we can make some adjustments with it, play a little bit faster today, and you know, find the right matchups when they switch as well to attack.
So far, they're going at a 45% clip from the field, 60% from three. And just the 4 turnovers as well for Townsville. Efficient start, and Hayley Peters has been impressive these last few moments.
Well, she certainly has, and she needs to continue to be. I always think of her as perhaps the X factor. We talk about Rotche, we talk about George Bourne, and if Peters can just be that player that comes up with those baskets, is a real presence inside, then that's a good thing. We see them out of that timeout, back into a zone.
Abby Ellis cans another 3.
And lets them know about it as well.
Bringing the energy tonight in Townsville. 41-34, Potch tangled up with Woods, who hit the deck hard. All incidental, but an offensive foul nonetheless.
Well, they run that play a lot, Southside, where Maddie Rotche cuts off and then comes back to that elbow area to screen the high post, and just didn't quite have position when Potch left.
Ellis. And so we're off the handoff. Sees Potch ahead and straight to the iron.
Well, if you want to know how to come off a screen, watch Soa right there. That change of pace on the change of direction, that was really quick and really nicely executed.
Lightning quick getting downhill, Miller Soa. 43-34, final timeout for the half used by Christy Harrower.
Well, we always talk about, you know, teams wanting to use time and space, and if you take a look at Townsville's offense, you can see their guards, Soa, Woods, they are in the very corner on both sides. Both of them can shoot the 3, so they're really stretching the defense, allowing a lot of space inside for dribble penetration, pass penetration, and then when that happens, they move on the perimeter. But they go deep into those corners and really stretch the defense.
Sarah and Ellis combined for 25 so far for the Fire tonight. They finished the first quarter really strongly, Townsville. Looking to do the same here in the second. Watch remains out there with the starters. Watch yet to take a break in this ball game. Another big night in store for her. Reed rejects the screen.
Really good by Izzy Bourne, cutting off the ball, moving off the ball. She just gets to the basket. She makes that read so well, and a nice pass.
Again, Sora at the top, and kick ball out of bounds. Flyers get some fortune there. Just the 5th turnover of the half for Townsville. Ball cut is Reed. Now Potch arrives, slipping to the basket. Trying to find its way over to Izzy Bourne. Manny Potch, not quite. Potch will take a break. Had a great game off the bench a couple of outings ago. 13 off the pine. The Christy Harrower's side. Now the shot clock unplugged to finish the half. Ellis trying to carve through the keyway. 8 seconds. Woods. Can they do it once more on the halftime buzzer? Got there with Ellis. Woods. Not to be. But it's a 43-36 lead at the half for Townsville. Southside Melbourne take the quarter 20-18. And that was impressive from the visitors, Larissa.
It was. Look, great second quarter, great game, but at the moment, Fire just look that little bit more poised when it counts, and they've just got so much fire, pardon the pun, but they've just got so much firepower out there.
Abby Ellis is one of those. She's down there with Kate.
Abby, really fast-paced first quarter. You've got first half, sorry. You've got 13 first half points. How's it feel out there?
Yeah, it does feel fast. It's physical, it's fun. I feel like it's finals basketball. Everyone's desperate to win, but we just got to keep our pace on offense and then get stops on defense.
And your last game against Perth, you guys only scored 9 points in that third quarter. So coming out of halftime, what do you think the message will be from Shannon?
The message will be just lock down defensively. Offensively, stay with pace. We get shots we want, but make sure we lock the paint. Borny has a third of their points, so make sure to lock her down. Yeah, be more physical.
Awesome. Good luck for the second half, Abby.
Thank you.
Abby Ellis leads all scorers so far in this one with 13. She's led the way in what's been a rampaging backcourt getting downhill for Townsville. They lead this one at the half, 43-36. We'll have the halftime update just after this.
Soa with some space to operate, little Euro step.
Came back from college, like Duke in America, after my first year, and yeah, over there they have like heaps of shooting machines and everything, and I was like, oh, I just want to get like a lot of shots up without having to rebound by myself. So the church I go to back home, I just asked, would anyone be willing to rebound, or anyone who kind of plays basketball? Yeah, asked a few people, and one of the people that said yes was Josh. So I ended up meeting him. We both didn't know anything about each other or anything. Met him, he rebounded, and then, from there kind of sparked. Didn't end up dating until like 2 years later, but from then on it's been a dream, and then got engaged in the WNBL season after one of my Sydney games when I was with the Melbourne Boomers, and that was pretty surreal. And then got married August 31st in 2024, and it's been amazing. Josh has been able to come over and watch me play for Australia a few times, so it's been awesome.
He's an important part of that depth. So we're stepping back for another treble. That really is a great story, Mila. So we're crossing as well from the Perth Lynx in the off-season here for the Townsville Fire. Clearly loving life here, Laurie.
She has had an amazing, whatever it is, 12, 24 months between getting married, playing 3x3, crossing over to Townsville, being taught. She's just done it all, and she does it with a smile on her face all the time, and it's really, really great to see.
So much fun to watch. Let's have a look at the Hungry Jacks halftime highlights. And there has been plenty of it. It's been frenetic so far, Larissa.
It has. I mean, I think both teams are doing a really good job at going to their strengths. Flyers are going inside a bit more, whereas the Fire are just showing their power. They've got anywhere to go to. But SOA and Alice have had a fantastic first half, and great job to the Fire for going at them. I mean, they've got so many weapons out there, but they know those two have got the hot hand and they're finding them.
Well, to your point, Larissa, they have scored Southside 22 points in the paint compared to 16 in that. And as I said earlier in the call, both teams are sharing the ball, sharing the scores. How's that for a nice buzzer beater on the quarter time basket? But there's lots of scores that are contributing. Nobody's sort of dominating. They're working things around really well and finding the right shots to the right people. And I've been really impressed with both teams. Probably slightly more for Townsville just in their relocation, their movement. But look, at Southside came back at them, and then they just extended the lead again.
What's like about what we've seen from Southside Melbourne so far? Maybe not quite the level of dominance we saw in the paint last time they met, though, Larissa.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've got so much more to give. I mean, you look at Kayla George, who's only got 2 points at the moment, but she also has 10 rebounds and 4 assists. So you know what she's capable of doing offensively. So if she steps up in the second half, whereas you've had Bourne get it done in the first, so they've still got heaps of power to go, and they're right in this game.
They sure are. Let's have a look at Mila Soa's first half so far. She's been terrific. The third leading scorer in the WNBL. She has got to be one of the quickest off the mark putting the ball on the deck.
Well, the thing I like about Soa, and I think you might have mentioned it in the call, Larissa, is that we know she's a brilliant three-point shooter. She's got such a quick release, can do it in transition. But she has been putting the ball to the floor, getting to the rack, and being prolific that way too. So now that she has an inside-outside game, tough to defend.
Abby Ellis said it well at the end of the first half. Izzy Bourne has a third of Southside Melbourne's points.
Abby Ellis's interview was as energetic as what she's been playing, but she's absolutely right. They need to address Bourne because at the moment she is the one doing the damage, and I love that it's inside and outside as we see on these clips here. She can shoot the three. Her movement, you've mentioned, Loz, off the ball is just elite. She never stops, so she's hard to guard that way, and she's got a really good mix of points so far.
Sure does. Been able to get 2 feet in the keyway. Townsville were able to stem that, though, in the second quarter. Here's the head-to-head thanks to Blackmore's. 12 apiece for both these two, Laurie.
Well, they're pretty even if you look across the board on those and what they're bringing. And you know, Izzy Bourne, we'd expect probably a few more rebounds, and Abby and Soa, some assists. So really good battle. We'll keep an eye on those two stats because they're both such important key players for each of their teams.
I like the way you put it, Larissa. Abby Ellis has been playing like she's had a couple of shots of coffee before the game. Have a look at her highlights so far. It's been such high energy.
It is, but it's both ends. So if you have a look at what she does offensively, she's right up on Maddie Rocci and trying to annoy her and just be an absolute pest. And I think she's doing a pretty good job of being a pest. She's clearly very fit, able to maintain that sort of work rate. But you saw how tired she was at half time, and yet she still had that energy, and you can see there she's just loving life out there, which is just fun to watch.
Yeah, and you look at the Ford shot chart. And,
You're getting my jibbies.
There you go.
And it's looking pretty good out there. No X's, lots of green dots. So 4 for 4 for Abby Ellis, 13 points. She's been prolific, and it'll be interesting to see if she can keep that energy up in the second half.
That's always good signs when you get all green dots on the forward shot chart. Plenty to play out here in this top 4 matchup between the Flyers and the Townsville Fire. We'll have a short break in just a moment, and then third quarter is underway here. It's Townsville who have the lead at the main break.
I don't know you down with the bone, you're making me sweat, you're making me cold, and I love it. And I love it. Want some more? I'm up in my zone, I'm touching the sky.
Third quarter moments away here. The Flyers taking on the Townsville Fire away from home at the Townsville Entertainment Centre. It's Townsville with a 43-36 lead at the main break. Liam Ellison, Larissa Anderson and Laurie Chiswick here with you in commentary. And Kate Gaze is courtside with Lauren Cox, who might have had a season-ending knee injury. She's not going anywhere though. Here cheering on her side, Kate.
Yes, Lauren Cox is here courtside cheering on the girls. How are you doing? How is the injury and what did you actually do?
I'm doing good. I ruptured my patella tendon, so had surgery about 2.5 weeks ago. Doing a lot better. It was pretty painful to start, but doing a lot better.
And the team and the club, they've rallied around you, they're supporting you, feeling okay being so far from home?
Yeah, it's definitely tough being so far from home, but the team has been amazing. Everyone's really helped out and just made me feel really loved.
The first half, it's obviously been a very fast-paced first half and probably not where the Fire really want to be. They probably want to push it out a little bit more. They were pretty tested. What did Shannon have to say in that?
Yeah, I think we just had a few little breakdowns in the first half on defense, just not helping the helper, letting them get a few redirects. So just talked about tidying that up a little bit.
And with the recovery of your injury after the season, will you be heading back home to the States? Will you be sticking around? What's next for Lauren Cox and your injury?
Yeah, so I'll stay here for the rest of the season, and then I'll head back home to do my rehab.
Well, we really will miss you, and hopefully when you're recovered from your injury, Towns will see you back in a Fire uniform. But all the best with your recovery.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Kate. Great to hear from Lauren Cox there, all the way from Texas. Second season as an import. Clearly loving her time here in Townsville, despite what is such a disappointing injury.
Yeah, she's a big out for them, but we discussed beforehand they have the firepower, legitimately, to cover it in Horvat and the like. But particularly when you go up against Perth, just that extra size is potentially going to look. It'll be interesting to see, although they did show the other night against Perth that they can get it done, particularly with the number of offensive rebounds they got. But finals is a whole new ball game, so they will definitely miss her, that is for sure.
Yeah, it really is a blow. They were able to get it done, as you noted, on Tuesday night. Fowler and Froling were huge in that one as well. Here's Ellis. Certainly one of the players of the first half, straight down the boulevard and in.
Whatever she's done before this game, she needs to do it again. She is absolutely full of energy out there and really having a great game.
Fired up for this encounter with Maddie Rocci. Hand in on cue. Horn has a post catch with Froling ahead. 7 seconds. Inside, great spot. The seal for Peters just off.
It was such a good seal too, and great delivery from Rocci. Just didn't quite finish it.
Christy Harrow won't be too disappointed though. A great look picked off from Rocci. And she exploded into the open floor. Ellis staying with the play. Great finish.
Great steal, great finish. That's what they need. A few more stops and fast breaks.
Ellis zigzagging around the pick. Woods has drawn the foul here on Peters. Just sliding those feet. That'll be number 2 on her. What adjustments are you expecting to see out of this break in play, Laurie?
Well, I think for Southside to get back into this game, it's only 7 points, but they need to make sure that they stay disruptive on defense. Townsville are at their best when they can just move the ball freely, know where each other are, and so they need to be disruptive. They need to take Townsville out of their comfort zone.
Let's see if they can do so here. Down to 5 seconds. Woods fighting through. And that's on the right track. Flyers get the stop.
And Kayla George watch for rebounds here. That's already rebound number 11, very early in the second half.
Single numbers now with Tara Reid. Felt the contact, and Reid will have 2 at the line.
Well, you mentioned Kayla George and her rebounding. She's second in the league in rebounding at 10.5 and has had 9 double-doubles over the course of the season. So we know what an impactful player that she is.
Just the 2 points at halftime for Kayla George, but she's impacted the game in other ways. 4 assists, such a great passer, 2 blocks as well.
I still think she needs to impact the score at the actual scoreboard as well and get some more points on the board.
Here's Ellis. Half-court action for the Fire. Southside trying to chop it up.
Just like the song that's playing, they certainly do like to move it. This ball movement it deserves a basket, and they get one. That was so patient. That used just about every single second off the clock.
I certainly do like to move it. Yeah. I'm with you, Larissa. And Kayla George get involved here. Peters baseline jumper off. Bourne back in bounds. No.
We'll call that an alley-oop to Bourne. Unfortunately, landed on the end line.
Just ran out of real estate.
Oh, yep.
Sober was right on point along with Ellis in the first half. Driving at George. Great find right in the shooter's pocket. Horvat will again go inside for 2.
Get out of the way, please, Bourne. My goodness. She's strong. Horvat is a very strong player, physical player, and you saw her right there.
Just a polite little bump out of the way. George. Touch strong. Bourne did really well. Inside, and George to the line.
Yeah, credit Bourne there. Great hustle to keep that ball in play.
The second personal foul. To the free throw line, number 3, Taylor George.
Goes again, Chantal Horvat. We are at the pointy end of the WNBL season, halfway through round 15 now. And a couple of rounds remaining after that. Big matches coming up. Make sure you check out the full season fixture and grab your tickets now to support your club. Scan the QR code on screen now to get a hold of those.
Well, we don't know yet, but this could be just be giving us a picture of what maybe a finals look like, a semifinals. We don't know the composition of the Final Four or the order that it's going to be in, but as Abby Ellis said, this feels like finals basketball.
I'd be absolutely right, Loz. This could very well be first versus fourth in that first final, and it's a great matchup.
As it currently stands, it would be. Could still be plenty of movement. It's tight in the top three. Woods a little sore as she hits the deck.
Well, it's at this time of year of the season, we're in round 15 right now, where you see a little bit more tape on the bodies of players, at shoulders, knees, hands.
Woods feeding Horvat below the basket, couldn't get it by George. Flyers really want to take some confidence, do you think, going into that semi-final series, or do you keep some cards close to your chest as well in case you do face Townsville?
I know, right now there's too much on the line. I mean, they've got finals to play for, and they've got Canberra right there. So they've just got to leave it all out there.
They're not there yet 100%, so they just want to, they will throw whatever it takes to get their wins. The thing that is in their favor, they do have a bit of percentage.
That is going to help, even on wins with the Capitals. That is a fair boost on percentage. Around 10%, is it not, Laurie?
Yes, it is.
This late in the season, that's almost unassailable.
And we've mentioned that the Flyers only just went down to the Fire by 6 only a couple of rounds ago, so they should have the confidence to know that they are right there with them.
No doubt. Defeated them early in the season as well. One of only 4 losses this campaign for Townsville. So Horvat's picked up another. That'll be number 3 on her. Back to a 4-point game. Finding reach, he'll have to retreat. 14 seconds. She can't get by Sola. Kayla George hit one from that spot. Just got a deflection and put Soa out of sorts. They'll win it back, the Flyers.
It's a little messy right now. It's you know, there's a lot of turnovers. There's a lot of right ideas, but they're just not executing what they want to. Got to make sure you're playing at the pace that you're able to execute.
Peters with the catch and the make from 3.
It's a much-needed basket from Peters. We talk about her perhaps being that X factor out there.
Back to 1 point, the differential. Ball back to a bevy of defenders. Kick out, rolling for 3.
Well, amazingly, the Flyers could take the lead here if they didn't turn it over.
So those are the unforced errors, I'm going to say, that you just can't afford to have. If you make a mistake because defense is in the passing lanes, they're getting deflections, but that was just your own worst enemy when you make mistakes like that.
Yeah.
13th turnover of the game against Southside Melbourne. Here's that Hayley Peters 3-ball on the AMU replay.
The pin down and flare screen action for Flyers has been really effective. They probably need to look at it more. They've got so many shooters out there.
Protecting this slender lead, Townsville.
Horvat's up to 11 points now.
Peters not quite, came in at a rate of knots. It's Hayley Andrews, who had a great first half, checks back in. Laurie, Chantel Horvat, really nice sixth woman at the moment for this Fire squad.
She really is, and when you think that she was, you know, signed as an injury replacement, and then she got injured herself and was out for a while and now has come back, and she's been really good with this team.
Picked up number 4, though, unfortunately. Chantel Horvat off the ball, another foul call. Will be in the bonus as well.
Is that 3 or 4? That'll hurt if it's 4.
And 4 is my count. We'll get confirmation in a moment.
That was an interesting call too, just trying to get position. Big call.
He will indeed take a seat. Backed out with Bourne. Can they get her back involved offensively? She was outstanding early. Woods the desperation. Peters was right in there. And they all jump on it. Jump ball situation.
It's amazing what we do for a round leather ball, isn't it, Loz? Look at them all. It is absolutely like a finals game. Great hustle by both teams there. If there's any question whether the teams want this win today, just watch that replay.
As we clean up the mess on the floor with a mop, we're underway. Flyers win it by the arrow. Or a false start.
Kate, being so close to the action, can you see and feel the physicality out there? Because we see bodies flying around, and we just think that the players are putting everything on the line.
Oh, they sure are, and the crowd here can see it, they can sense it. It's up and down, it's so physical. I mean, that last foul that they called on Chantel Horvat, like just that, the movement and the clash of bodies, she might not have been intentionally fouling, but they were going at such a high pace that there was no other way than to run into each other, and it created such an impact.
Back with 9 seconds, it's George. It is indeed 4 fouls for Chantel Horvat. Annie Potch back out there. She creates space nicely, long way from the bucket. Fowler hits the deck and draws the call.
Just a nice little, call it a love tap. Just a little shove in the back there. Good call.
3 to go here in the third. Cut off from Potch. Whistle came first.
Sorry, Liam. Fly's going really big here. You can see, as I say that, out goes Peters. They did momentarily have Peters in the 3 and going extra big.
So we go Potch, George and Reed. Diving on it was Andrews. Great hustle. Haven't led since that opening stanza, the Southside Melbourne Flyers. Manny Potch rattles out from distance.
Well, how often do we see Townsville at this stage with 2 minutes 40 to go? They've only scored 8 points in this quarter.
So exploring. And she'll be rewarded with a trip to the stripe.
Townsville are the best team, the top scoring team in the competition, averaging 85.7 points per game. So Townsville have actually done a really good job to keep them to this margin of 51 points at this stage.
Flyers scored above 80 in all 3 of their outings against the Flyers so far this campaign. So was first, second half points. First trip to the line. And the short break for Matty Rocci. Finds the cutting George nicely.
Really nice play there. This is a great game, great quarter by the Flyers. Only 3 points in it. You can feel, Kate, can you feel a definite difference in the crowd right now? It seems like the Flyers have taken the crowd right out of it for the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, that helped a little bit, that score there. But it was flat for a little bit there when they could feel that the Southside Melbourne Flyers were making a comeback. And I think these fans here are so knowledgeable in their game. They would have known that last game they had a tough third quarter. So hopefully a few scores on the board will get them back up firing.
You're saying they're all sitting there going, not another third quarter. They might have to come down and have a chat to the bench.
So back out with George. They are a passionate fan base, Larissa.
Oh, they sure are. So loyal. It's great to see it.
George fall away jumper, not quite.
It's great to see all the crowds up for the WNBL, and why wouldn't they be?
Right up this season, across the board, which is great to see. 90 seconds out from three-quarter time. Just 12 in the period from Townsville. It has been a little bit of the same story repeating. Watching not quite. George, yet another rebound. Larissa, this is becoming a huge tally. And finding Reed inside.
Great job there by the Flyers. Really good ball movement, very patient. Great offensive rebound by Kayla George.
Oh, Ellis just thrown at her feet from Sowup. Credit to the Flyers D at the timeline.
Basketball is such a momentum game, and right now it's all with Southside, but it's these momentum swings. You have to weather the storm. You have to keep your poise out there. But Southside have done a great job of swinging it their way this third quarter.
George, right on the nail. Throwing ahead. Oh, hit the deck hard, and an offensive foul.
Froling just stood her ground there. There was nowhere for Kayla George to go to. She didn't leave her feet. She stayed rock solid, hands straight up.
Yeah, she just got herself caught down on that baseline. Good D there by Froling.
Inadvertent elbow. Led by 7 at half-time. Kick out to Abby Ellis, just left.
Rebound number 14 to Kayla George.
Outstanding numbers, 5 assists as well, 9 points. Great D on Potts that time, Fowler involved. 14 seconds, they can slow it down and get the final shot. Ellis has to make her move. Froling provided the space, just strong. So 3 points is the occasion at three-quarter time. Townsville remain in the lead, but that quarter remains with the Southside Melbourne Flyers. Credit to their defense, holding Townsville to 12 in the period. And as we head for home, this fourth versus first matchup, it is game on. We're in for a fun finish here at the Townsville Entertainment Centre. 55-52, the home side lead. Southside Melbourne, though, hot on their tails. Liam Ellis and Larissa Anderson and Laura Chiswick with you in commentary. Kate Gay's courtside. And Kate, you were listening into the Fire Huddle.
Yeah, Shannon asked of his girls to have more discipline out there offensively and just to look after the ball, especially in that midsection of the court.
Alex Fowler gets them right back on track. 11 turnovers in the game for Townsville, 16 for Southside Melbourne. But, Laurie, it feels like the Flyers have just taken the crowd out of the game a little bit.
Well, they got right back into it there in that instance. But they have, you know, anytime you start exchanging baskets, and if, you know, Townsville score and Southside can get another one back, it's a good result, because we know how in the fourth quarter, when it's close, that a crowd can really lift the team. And probably none more so than Townsville.
Yeah, absolutely. They will lift up, though, in a hurry. The Fire get on a run. One to come for Frolin. They open with the first make of the period, Townsville. Biggest lead was 12 at one stage. Was defense the key in the third period, do you think, Larissa?
Sorry, Liam.
Was defense the key for Southside Melbourne in that third quarter?
Yeah, I think so, but also just they had more scorers step up and play. I mean, they were definitely getting a lot more defensive stops than obviously in the first half. It's really slowed down. Defense has been a big part. As Loz mentioned, momentum is such a big thing. Both teams have all of a sudden decided to play some defense, and the scoring has really slowed down for both teams. So, yes, third quarter was definitely about D, but I love that some extra players stepped up.
Bourne staying with the play. 2 to come for Izzy Bourne. Foul call against the Fire.
Yeah, sometimes you look at a score like this and you think, you know, it's the shooting percentage is low. They just haven't been able to make shots. But the shooting percentages are actually okay. And so I really do feel it has been some tough defense out there. There's some great matchups, some head-to-head. We've seen bodies diving on the floor, real desperation stuff. So it's, you know, it's good to see this sort of basketball being played as far as defensively.
Alex Fowler's taken the seat with 4 personals as well. It means Horvat's back out there with 4.
Yeah, for such a physical game, and now that's going to mean that both those players need to back off just that little bit.
Lochy snatches clean the steal and bursting away into the open canvas. Back within 2, early timeout.
Hear that silence from the crowd.
Silence indeed, 58-56. I've seen some big blowouts this season when they get on a roll and this place gets right up and about. There is a bit of a lull at the moment, Larissa.
There is, and I think this is a great test for the Fire, and it's a great test for the Flyers. Flyers being away in such a... look, really, they'd have a small handful of supporters there if they're lucky. This is very much Firetown. What a great experience for them to go into this last few minutes of this last quarter and see how they go. 2 points in it, it's exactly what we want to see.
Well, and anytime, you know, the coaches talk about being finals ready, and this would be just as good for Townsville to be in a game like this as well.
Absolutely.
First time out of the second half, utilised by Shannon Seabom. Going to be a chess match as this one progresses. The Flyers taking it right up to the Fire here, looking for that scalp. Here's a look at the Bunnings ladder. Townsville, the top, looking to protect it. The Flyers, a win here would really give them some breathing room in fourth. Caps right on their tail. Woods puts it on the deck, and Peters took some hard contact to the face. Woods as well, touching at her brow. That is not good scenes at all on the floor. Ooh. It's a nasty head knock. Hayley Peters will take a seat and get that attended to. She's been a really important piece for Southside as well.
She really has. Hopefully she's okay. It just looked to be, you can see whether it's just above the eye, which sometimes can be a real pain to slow down the bleeding if there is any, which you'd assume there might be with a clash that hard. Hopefully she's okay. As you said, she's been really strong and really stepped up the last few games, been really consistent for them.
Flyers back with Bourne, George and Reed in the front court. Single numbers for Woods. Connects with the juice.
The head knock hasn't seemed to do her any harm, although there's a nice egg right on the side of the head there.
Well spotted, Larissa. That's come up quickly. Rochi has Ellis with a hostage dribble. Follows a row miss.
Oh.
And that's a missed opportunity.
I think she was a bit shocked to be that open there.
So bodies hit the deck once again. It's been that sort of game, finals intensity.
Look at that egg on Woods. That's a ripper. She's probably being subbed out to get that scene too. Who says the WNBL players aren't tough, hey Loz?
They certainly are.
So on the backdoor cut, well placed from Horvat. Andrews though, Stonewall D, and the foul call against Rochi. Just a little overzealous. Referee right onto it.
This is where both teams just need to take a big deep breath. There's a long way to go. It's been a really physical encounter. Everyone looks pretty exhausted. It's certainly been an up-tempo game. I think it's going to come down to which team can settle and be disciplined here.
And Wood straight back out there. It's the short break. In the AOK, they need her down the stretch. Oh, Abby Ellis in a world of room.
And you can see her reaction there. She's so fired up now. She's so annoyed that she's missed the last couple of threes. I love how competitive she is.
Well, give full credit to Chantel Horvat and her skip pass on the Amy replay. We can see her looking inside to Frawling and then spots Abby Ellis on the opposite wing. Nothing but net there. Great pass, great shot by Abby Ellis.
See if we can see her reaction here, yeah.
Fired up, pardon the pun. Abby Ellis, 18 points, 4 of 6 from distance. That's the trouble with playing this Townsville side. You can be so on point for a large period of time. It only takes 1 or 2 breakdowns.
Absolutely, and who do you, I mean, there's no weakness anywhere. So, but how Abby Ellis gets that open when she's had such a great game, probably need to know where she is.
Everybody, look at you guys down this corner.
So that's the challenge for these teams, is to, you know, be mentally and physically engaged in this fourth quarter.
WNBA superstar Angel Reese is coming down under to Australia, and the WNBL is giving you a shot at winning an all-expenses-paid trip to Melbourne to the meet and greet. A $500 Reebok voucher, flights, accom, and unforgettable access with one of the biggest names at the moment in world hoops. Make sure you scan the QR code on screen now for your chance to enter. Kate Gay's listening into the Flyers huddle. Kate, what did you catch?
Yes, Christie was begging her team we want more 2s than 3s. Don't settle for the outside shot. We want to attack the paint and get the ball inside. And as we speak, Hayley Peters looks like she's going to be checked back into this game any time now. She's got her head wrapped up, and she was watching the game when it was getting wrapped up. She wants to be on the court.
That's great news. Thanks, Kate. Another great competitor, Hayley Peters. Andrews can't quite get there. He'll remain down this end of the floor. Here comes Hayley Peters.
Good for her. Whatever it takes. As she has a chuckle.
Well, you look, now she's got head tape matching the shoulder tape that she's got on.
She's got a snake by the looks as well.
Whatever it is,
down.
Chewy, yeah.
Might be a moving screen against Peters on cue as Frawling able to draw it. Running into the screen rather from Peters. Well, this is trouble. 6:48 remaining. We've got bonus free throws.
Could be a long quarter.
Could be. Now it's back to advantage Townsville. Following this time, 2 of 2. 12 was the biggest lead of the ball game. Back out by 9. Rocci, they went under. She had time to think about it.
Really good movement by Maddie Rocci. She came off the screen. Abby Ellis was with her. She changed her direction, changed her pace, got herself open, and shot the ball confidently.
Without hesitation. That's a really big shot, great shot.
Ellis initiating offense. As Froling on the roll. That would have been some finish. Great D from George, but Froling there on the O-glass.
Good patience from Froling. She screened, then she re-screened, and as Abby Ellis went to the basket, she went in there for the O boards.
Was Ellis trying to say that was a pass to Froling?
Back heel favoured Bourne. Fresh 14. Need a bucket here. Hayley Peters steps into a 3. Big hit. Much needed. And Peters, after copying that knock, back out there and into double figures. Iterates the screen now. Bourne able to get a hand to it. They'll reset from the baseline.
10 seconds on the clock to execute a baseline out of bounds play.
Ellis with the duties. Now in safe hands with Courtney Woods. This leader for the Fire, but this time George peels it away. Opted against the transition treble because she saw Bourne inside. That was the word from Christy Harrower. And they go there. Foul call. I've been so close against some of these top sides, especially the Bendigo Spirit, as they get it at the point, the wrist where it starts to maybe play on your mind. You're trying to get over that hump.
Look, I don't think they'll be thinking about that right now. They know that all they should be thinking about is that they've been close and that they're getting better they appear to be getting better every week. So, as we said a few minutes ago, this is a great test for them and for the Fire, particularly leading into finals. But you can see with the lineup that Christy's gone with right now, look, again, they've gone with that really big lineup with Reed in the 2, Peters in the 3, Bourne and George. That's a really big lineup. No wonder she wants to go inside.
Ellis the wrap-up foul.
Well, go under, go inside offensively, but defensively, besides Rocci, you really could switch everything very aggressively.
Peters' strong take, not quite on the lay-in. And coughed it up there, Townsville. Now Rocci can reset. George, ambitious find. Abby Ellis exploding forward into the front court. And now she will wait for reinforcements.
Do you think Townsville and Bendigo fans are sitting there cheering for Southside right now?
Most definitely. Again, now you can see whether it's, I don't know whether it's tired, there's just some unforced errors from both teams again here. And it's funny how both of them do it. You've mentioned momentum a few times. If one team could just settle here, they'd be in good stead.
You can settle in crunch time. Ellis and Rocci's been such a fun battle. Reed attacking Olsen off the dribble.
I was just about to say, Kate, are you enjoying the Rocci-Ellis matchup as much as we are up here? What's it like down on the floor? Obviously loud.
Always is here. We'll try Caton again in a moment. It's been fun to watch from the box.
This is a good time for Reed to try and attack the rim. She's only got 4 points right now, and she's got such an explosive first step, quick first step, long first step. She needs to take advantage of that.
Unable to.
Oh, that hurts.
So Berger's the result. Co-W win take. Claimed by the WNBL up now. That'll get the cowbells ringing.
There's only a little ring, but it's picking up.
Good to know they're there. 5 to work with Woods. All that's going to have to go here in time, right on the horn. Three and a half, Bourne, the seal, inside, plus interest.
That's exactly what they want, and you can see back to 3 points, high percentage basketball. They've gone with this really big lineup, and right now it's working for them.
Well, you can see Izzy Bourne did a great job of holding the seal high, and then as that passes in the air, she released it, so she was able to move on to the ball and finish strongly.
Yeah, spot on, Loz. It just created really good space for her to move in.
2-point game.
Really important and one. Fire remain in this 69-67 lead. Here's Abby Ellis exploding downhill. 20-piece now on the night. Reed popped out. Kayla George. This is a great look. Trying to get it to their skipper and Woods. Peters denying off ball. Ellis has been excellent. So much energy all evening long. Oh, it gets the roll as well. George did everything right.
Oh, my goodness. She is really locked in tonight.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch. Abby Ellis go to work. Hayley Peters.
Hayley Peters.
They get 2 trebles in the 4th.
She released that ball really quickly. We have to remember, too, that Southside are doing this without Nia Locke, who has been playing really well the last few games.
She sure has, coming off her best game of the season.
Career high, 19 points. Bourne got there with a block.
Look at the Flyers bench. That's what you want to see. Everyone on their feet, getting around it. 2 minutes to play. This is anybody's ball game right now. Great block.
4 from the sideline.
That's why you want front row seats, Loz. So you have the ball flying at you at any time.
Rolling tight catch over the top, Rochi.
Ooh. There's a lot of ball, but a lot of body.
No call, the result.
Yeah.
Ellis finally gets down there. Back in the half-court offense. It's just remained around this 1-possession lead for Townsville. Southside tied up.
Give Southside credit. They've gone with what Coach Christy Harrow has wanted them to do and you know, get that ball inside and focus inside.
Ellis pleading her case. Felt some contact from behind.
As mentioned before, though, they really have let Rochi and Ellis play, which has been very entertaining for us. 2 quality guards being let off the leash to just go for it. What a game. What a finish.
It's been fantastic. We saw Lockridge and Heel earlier. They have not let up an inch, these two, Rochi and Abby Ellis. Here's Milasowa. Oh, it rattles out. Are you kidding me?
Everything but drop.
That was halfway down.
Psych.
Well, less than 90 seconds remaining now.
That's
it. Inside, strong catch from George. And Southside tie it up, 1:15, timeout on the floor.
Great offense there, great finish. Exactly what Coach Christy Harrow asked for. Good decision by Reed to kick that on and get that passing angle. Great cut and finish by George. Tied ball game.
Another double-double tonight for Kayla, 11 and 17. Here we go, timeout still in the hands of both coaches.
I think this game deserves overtime.
Well, it's over to the whiteboard to Shannon Seabaum, and fittingly, KK's asked him about what he'd do from a timeout out-of-bounds play. Let's hear.
Yeah, look, probably, you know, potentially someone that we think we can attack on the defensive end, maybe someone in foul trouble or a weaker defender for them, you know, and potentially something for Courtney or Miller.
And potentially the emphasised word there. He's not going to give too much away, is he?
No. Very diplomatic answer.
Oh, of course.
Who do we think is the weaker defensive player he's talking about?
You're not going to give any strategy, any advantage to anybody.
Oh, they do have options all over the fire.
Well, keeping that response in mind, let's see who he goes at here.
Well, I think I like the ball in Courtney Wood's hands. I think she's a fantastic decision maker, either for a score for herself or to facilitate for others.
Abby Ellis has got the hot hands. Back with Ellis, single numbers now, gets by Rochi, not quite with a roll. So an opportunity now for Southside Melbourne.
That was a pretty good take from Ellis, but yeah, Flyers could amazingly take the lead here.
This would be gutsy.
Oh, get that in.
They've stayed with it the whole way, 7 seconds. Rochi thought about it, now.
Oh, what a shot from Rochi.
Big hit for Maddie Rochi, 75-73. No timeout, they'll play on. Ellis wasn't far away on the previous set, now with Woods.
So it's important Townsville do not allow them to get a 3.
Oh my goodness.
Bullseye!
She heard you.
They retake the lead, Abby Ellis. What a night it's been for her, 25 in the ball game. And that was clutch.
Well, you have to go, give them a 2, tie it up. That's the worst option, but that 3, what an unbelievable ice in the vein shot from Abby Ellis.
What a massive shot to take when you only need a 2, and just look at the response afterwards. Who doesn't need an Abby Ellis on your team? That is such a big shot to take, good for her.
And look at what it means. Pumped up with Woods.
I can't stop looking at that egg on Woods' head.
Well, it was a really good decision because Maddie Rochi was attempting to go under the screen. Good screen by Frawling. Maddie Rochi got caught, so she needed to take that because if she missed it, she had people in there for boards, but well, she was never going to miss that.
But she didn't hesitate. That was just bang, straight away.
That brings her total to 25 points for the night.
Really big game.
Now, having said this, 12 seconds is a long time still left for Southside. They will advance the ball and look for the best option.
Okay, Gaze, what is Southside Melbourne going with?
Yeah, it looks like they'll look for something inside the paint that's been working for them to get back into this game. So look to see if it goes into Izzy Bourne, I'd say, off the sideline.
Okay, only need the 2. Thanks, Kate. 12.3 on the game clock. Peters will inbound. Is there one final twist? Townsville Entertainment Centre is up. They get it inside. Bourne inside. Won't go on the left. Woods pulls it down. They're in the bonus, so we'll walk down for 3 throws, and it's in safe hands.
Well, it was a good setup. They got a good shot off. It just didn't fall, but then they did a really great job of fouling straight away so that there's still 6 seconds on the shot, so that they, if they make 2 foul shots, they need to come down and hit a 3.
85.7% from the line this season.
Nice.
Crucially, it's 2 of 2. So the Flyers have timeout.
So they look to advance the ball here, no doubt. 6.4 seconds. There's a long time to go to get a 3.
Well, so last time there was 12 seconds on the clock and they needed just 1 point. Well, now it's 6 seconds and they need a 3. So Christy Hare will no doubt be drawing something up, but for Townsville, they absolutely have to switch, deny everything at the 3-point line. Give them a layup if you want, but don't let them shoot a 3.
Would you foul them, send them to the foul line?
No.
No?
In which situation?
Yeah. If you were the Fire, would you just foul them?
No. No, I would just take away the 3-point shooting. I think when you play with fouls, when you play with, you know, you're leaving the discretion up to the referees to go, well, maybe it was intentional, maybe it was this. You know, she misses a shot, you miss a rebound. There's a lot of variables in there.
Who do you want taking the three for the Flyers?
For the Flyers, I would say maybe.
What a good choice out there.
I mean, Rotchi, I think they'll guard her pretty heavily. Oof, that's a tough one.
Yeah, they've got lots of choice anyway. 6.4 seconds.
Peters is 3 of 3 from deep tonight. George has hit one.
That's true. Oh, closing the gate.
Only 5 to work with. Needs to be a 3. Tara Reid, it falls on her shoulders. Tara Reid off. And the Fire hold on. 78-75. What a game we just witnessed. There was a massive 3 from Abby Ellis. That was the inflection point. 3-point victors. Townsville keep on marching.
I just keep watching Abby Ellis. She is so, well, I'm going to say pumped, but fired up, because I hate saying fire because of the fire, but she is so fired up, and she has been since the very start. Her halftime interview, whatever she's done today, she needs to do it again. She has been an absolute joy to watch today.
Well, it was just a great game in the end.
Really
you know, a close game. The ebbs and flows, the momentum swings, the gutsiness of Southside to keep going, and the way they came back and even inched ahead there in the last couple of minutes. They will be really, really disappointed in this result, but they can take a lot of positives out of it as well.
Absolutely. Great game by the Flyers, and yet, I mean, their turnovers were just too high. So they'll look at things like that and say there's so many things they can do better.
Trailed by 12 earlier in the game, Southside Melbourne. They won the second half, mainly in that third quarter when they held Townsville to 12. Not quite enough. Abby Ellis, unsurprisingly, is the woman of the moment, player of the game with Kate Gaze.
Abby, have you got your breath back yet? That was phenomenal. When the Fire needed a basket, you were there, girl. You made some big shots when it counted. What do you put that down to?
I mean, just team grit. I think my team have trusted me. We trust each other. We have so many offensive forces. So you've got to give up something, and today just happened to be the lane to the basket and the 3.
And you said at halftime it had finals feel to it at halftime. You sure did give us that. Going into the next 2 games, you're facing Canberra again, who are after a win, just like Southside Melbourne were. What do you take from that game? Do you think, where can you be better?
Yeah, I think just low patches, we can't get too low. I think we get out to an 8-10 point lead, we really got to put the foot on the throat. But, you know, we played Canberra 3 times, so 4th time we kind of know them, so it'll be a hard game.
And looking forward to the next 2 games, you can't get too far ahead, but you really want that top spot. What will it mean to get these next 2 wins?
I mean, it means everything. Obviously, we'll take it a game at a time, but we know it's at stake. You know, we really want to have a home final series, but yeah, each game at a time and get the wins.
And that last 3 you took, I think they might have gone under that screen. It was pretty deep, and it was a lot of pressure. How does that feel? What were you thinking at the time?
I didn't think they were going to go under, so I just kind of saw it early, got my feet set, frozen a great screen, got both of them below her, and just put it up. Felt good off the head, but yeah, no, it was a great moment. But we were in it the whole time. It was just really fun.
And when it was tough, Southside made a comeback. How was Shannon? His relationship with you guys, what's his approach?
Yeah, he was composed. He had so much trust in us. We've had a lot of tight games, so everyone stayed calm and collected. We just made sure to execute and then rebound the ball.
Well, what a performance. You did so well tonight. One for the fans. They were a bit quiet there for a little while, but they got going at the end. We love what you're doing out there. Good luck for the last 2 games.
Thanks so much.
Abby Ellis pumped up for her squad. Great to see.
Oh, my goodness. She is. We're all sitting here smiling. How can you not? She's just so happy. So excited.
And she spoke a million miles an hour. Just the way she played with so much energy, but not misused energy. Like, it was really, you know, she really did well defensively on Rotchi. That's such a hard matchup. She kept her composure out there. She just played with grit and determination and energy the whole time.
I think she's been in the lolly jar this whole game. I think she's had a whole lot of sugar to keep her through this, and just credit to her. Great game by Alice.
Well, we just look at her highlights here. You know, she was all over the floor, both defensively and offensively. And she shot that great three at the end, but she got herself to the rack numerous times, which really helped the team. Hard to defend when a player's doing that, but look at this last shot to send them ahead. Then her reaction, how excited she was. So good.
25 on the night for Abby Ellis. Just the one turnover, efficient shooting from the field. She was full of energy, but measured as well. Let's get down to Alicia Froling with Kate.
Hey, Frol, you've just mentioned off camera that you've had a massive January. It must be nice looking into this next week. I think you've got a week between games.
Yeah, a week between our next 2 games, which is really nice. Just really proud of the girls, though. You know, like we had a bit of adversity at the start of the month. You know, we've looked at ourselves and reflected. I think we've bounced back really well.
And in games like that, you see adversity in the games as well. You guys are able to handle that pretty well. We saw it in the last game as well. How did tonight feel? How did you feel out there? It was a very physical match.
Yeah, really physical. I love physical basketball though, but I'm just really proud of these girls. I think that's an area that we've really grown in. You know, sometimes earlier in the season, pressure got put on us and we kind of crumbled a little bit. So it's growth, and obviously we're still working, but I'm really proud of them.
We all know that you do love a physical game, so that was one for you, and you did so well out there. Looking ahead to Canberra, what do you take from this game into that game, and where do you think you can beat them?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we'll reflect on this. I think just keep being physical, keep attacking the paint, and then obviously we have some really great shooters too, so making sure we find them when they're open. But I think the key will be some recovery at the start of this week.
I'm sure the bodies will be sore after that one. Looking ahead to finals, last year you guys finished in 3rd position. You have a lot of that team still on the team this year, which is, you know, must be a luxury for you guys. Looking ahead, you're in the prime spot this year. What feels different? How do you lead this group into not getting too mixed up in the finals and making sure you stay on track?
Yeah, I think it's kind of looking at these next games as finals games. You know, Southside are a chance, Canberra are a chance, and Bendigo will be in finals, so it's kind of a good run for us home. So treating them as finals, you know, not getting too high, not getting too low, and then just continuing to like review games and look at like the little things that we can get better at. I think we've been really good at that this year. So hopefully we just keep doing that and then are in a really good spot come finals.
And if you do come first, obviously Southside, Melbourne Flyers, Canberra Capitals, they're fighting for that 4th position. Do you have a preference in who you'd prefer to play?
Nah, whoever's best, you know. We actually played them both 4 times this season, so with whoever we see, or if it's Bendigo or Perth, you know, we've played them a lot, so we'll be prepared.
All right, well, all the best. We're looking forward to seeing you back here next week for another physical matchup, and good luck for the next 2 games.
Thanks, Gazy girl. Thanks.
Alicia Froling is just so important to what they do.
Yes, she really is. She's so physical and strong. She just says it. She embraces the physicality, and every team needs that. She leaves it all out there. She had a great game today with another 9 rebounds.
To go along with 14 points. Just a 7-player rotation. She played a game-high 36 minutes. Alicia Froling for the Fire. Such is her importance. Stick around. We'll wrap it all up after this. post-game wrap in the WNBL. It's been a heart-stopping victory for the Townsville Fire. 78-75 over a valiant Southside Melbourne Flyers. They pulled off an 8-0 run in the fourth to get themselves back in the lead. And it was an Abby Ellis 3 with 11 seconds left to take the lead. Tara Reid had a chance to tie it. Not to be for Southside Melbourne. They will have to go back and go at it again to try and tie up fourth spot. Here's your full match stats. Liam Ellison, Larissa Anderson and Laurie Chiswick with you here to break it down. Southside Melbourne, they were close, Larissa.
They were really close. I know they're going to be really disappointed, but that was actually a great game. I think the biggest thing they can look at is the turnovers. They ended up with 19 for the game. They averaged 16.4 per game, so a little bit over their average, and that really did cost them down the line. So 3-point game when you have 19 turnovers, that's costly, but overall they did such a good job tonight.
Well, it was a really fun game to watch. There were momentum swings. You thought Townsville might run away with it, but Southside fought back, even took the lead, and then that massive 3 by Abby Ellis, which was, she was pumped up, we were pumped up, everybody was. So it was a really great, high-quality women's basketball game.
This is what it means for the Bunnings ladder, and Townsville Fire now in a really great spot. Percentage the tiebreaker this season, so 2 wins and that percentage. It's going to be hard to take them out of first now.
It will be, but look at that ladder. What a great finish. It's exactly what we want for the end of the season. It's so much up for grabs still.
Bendigo still in the running. They will play Townsville in the final game of the season. It could come down to that. It's been that sort of season, hasn't it?
It certainly has, and it's a lot of fun at this time. We know we have this round and then only 2 more to go before we get into that final series. So everything counts.
Thank you very much for joining us tonight. It has been so much fun to bring this doubleheader to you. 78-75, the Fire get it done at home.